Your top priority should be to live an enjoyable and rewarding life. Your quality of life depends on it. You should be proud of yourself for making the choices that feel good and right to you in every moment possible. Your health and or fitness goals will be achieved sometimes after those goals join your top priority list. That list is a list of things that you know will be accomplished, end of story. And those top priorities are top priorities because they either are supporting your survival or they're making you feel great about life. Your health and fitness goals certainly support your survival and they make you feel great about life. The actions involved, however, do not always seem to make you feel great about life, and because of that reason, there's a possibility that your health or fitness goal is not yet on the top of your priority list. You may want your goal to be on that list of top priorities, but it may or may not be there. You know that your goal is on your top priority list when you're making most of the choices and taking most of the actions that support your goal. By most, I mean that more than 98% of the time you're eating foods and exercises in ways that support your goal instead of opposing it. Your health and fitness goals must be on your top priority list if you want to actually see physical progress. Knowing this, it can be tempting to try to force your health and fitness goals onto your top priority list. Sometimes this works, but quite often people can only do this for so long. To force your goals onto your top priority list is to make choices and take actions that you really do not enjoy, all in hopes of getting an outcome. You will get the outcome, assuming you can handle the struggle for long enough, but for many people, either they cannot struggle for long enough or they achieve the goal and then stop because they no longer see a need to make choices and take the actions that do not feel good to them. After they stop, their outcome is lost or their progress is reversed. People who lost fat have gained it back. People who have gained muscle have lost it because although they were willing to endure the difficult process, they did not enjoy the process. There are some people who hate the necessary choices and actions, but they love the outcome so much that they gladly put themselves through hell in the name of getting the outcome that they so much love. You could do it that way if you wanted to, and you certainly would have the physical achievements if you want, but just so you know, it does not have to be that way. You can enjoy the process. Your health and fitness goals can make their way onto your top priority list, not because you think the goals should be there, but because you just really want them there. And remember that anything will make its way onto your top priority list if you believe it is necessary for your immediate survival, or if it just makes you feel that good. Health and fitness supports your survival, but it takes quite a while for a person to experience consequences if they do not prioritize health and fitness. Meanwhile, the benefits of health and fitness also take a while before they're seen. Simultaneously, health and fitness actions are commonly portrayed as unpleasurable sacrifices. Because of these reasons, health and fitness goals may not naturally fall on your top priority list. And the way to get them to fall on your top priority list is literally to learn to love the choices that you will make and to learn to love the actions that you're going to be taking. When you love it enough, health and fitness will be a top priority. And the good news is you really can learn to love health and fitness. Here's how. Your first step is the most valuable, most useful, most necessary step. Love yourself as you are right now. Now, this can be the most challenging step, either because people have been taught not to really love themselves or because people do not really know what the experience of loving themselves feel like. And to love yourself conceptually is to know that you're equal to everyone, to know that you're worthy of anything that you want, and to know that you can have anything that you want. Loving yourself conceptually is a great start to loving yourself. However, loving yourself really is about the way that you feel. When you are loving yourself, you feel relaxed, you feel confident, and you feel energized. When you're loving yourself, you simply know that you belong wherever it is that you want to be. The idea that you do not belong is so far-fetched that it does not even occur to you when you're loving yourself. When you're loving yourself, you're filled with desires to acquire or accomplish new things. You're also filled with energy to make wise choices and to take meaningful action. When you're loving yourself, you feel proud and interested in the present moment. Your attention is primarily focused on what you're doing right now, and you love what you're doing right now. When you're loving yourself, the choices that you make support your ability to survive and to feel amazing. Self-love really is the foundation of health and fitness that everyone wants. People often want to use health and fitness outcomes as a way to feel that self-love. This sort of works, but the effects are temporary. People might feel good about their accomplishment for a little bit, but once their achievement is no longer new, once they develop some new health and fitness goal, they no longer feel that self-love because the love is now contingent on some new outcome. Health and fitness does not yield self-love in a meaningful and lasting way. However, Self-love will yield health and fitness in a meaningful and lasting way. Now, this can be hard for people to admit. I'll even say it's hard for me to admit about myself. But the fact is that everyone, in some way, can benefit by increasing their self-love. Everyone has self-love to some degree, but health and fitness requires your maximized self-love. Step one is to pay attention to the things that you love about yourself and keep your attention there. If you look in the mirror, for example, and you see unwanted body fat, if you look in the mirror and you do not feel muscular enough, if you look in the mirror and see an unhealthy person, then do not look in the mirror. Only look at things that you are proud of, and do so exclusively until you feel self-love. When you feel equal to anyone, when you just know that you are enough, when you expect to get the things that you want, when you're eager to be around people, when you're filled with energy, and when you have a lot to say. These are the real indicators that you are loving yourself. When you can feel your self-love, as you turn your attention to things that you want to improve about yourself, you'll feel differently and you will think differently. It'll be so clear to you that you just want to make the next logical improvement. The choices that you make will support your next logical improvement, and those choices will feel good to you. The actions that you take support your next logical improvement, and those actions will feel good to you because you already just feel good because you have self-love. When going for a walk feels just as fun as watching a movie, that's when it's time to go for a walk. When running feels better than walking, that's when it's time for a run. When eating broccoli feels just as good as eating pizza, that's when it's time to eat broccoli. To be clear, broccoli and pizza taste differently, but it's not the taste that matters, it's how you feel and what you naturally think about when eating the broccoli. When people eat food such as pizza or burgers, when people drink alcohol or sweet drinks, people feel good. It's the good feeling that they get after eating and drinking. But when you just feel good because of your self-love, you already have what you want, which is to feel good. The result is your cravings actually do change. You will crave different foods and you will crave fitness actions. When you crave health and fitness enough, health and fitness will automatically end up on your top priority list. You'll be making choices and taking actions that support your health and fitness goals, and this will happen over 98% of the time. This is when sustainable progress happens, and this is when you're ready to accept this next truth. You do not ever really reach the end of your fitness journey. There is no stopping. The food choices remain healthful. The fitness actions carry on for life. The so-called diet is for life. The workouts are for life. All of this is going to feel good to you when your self-love is maximized. You always know what choices and actions are best for you in any given moment. You simply ask, which choice maximizes my quality of life in this moment? Often those choices will be in favor of the burger instead of broccoli. Often those choices will be for couch time in a movie instead of a workout. Make the choice that feels best and know that the more that you maximize your self-love, the more you can just appreciate things that you normally take for granted, the better you will naturally feel and the more often you will crave and choose health foods and exercise. In your own time, you'll make the choices and take the actions that support your goal over 98% of the time. When this happens, that's when you start seeing physical changes. It just takes weeks, 4 to 8 weeks for the first few signs, 6 to 12 weeks for significant differences, 24 months of consistency, and you will have made a massive physical transformation. But given that information, you got to ask yourself, how do I feel about waiting a month before I see the first physical signs of improvement? How do I feel about the fact that it may be 2 years before I hit my goal? If you feel any amount of disappointment, that is an indicator that it's time to maximize your self-love. Human beings have been overvaluing fitness to a detriment. We all do it. We all think we will be happy and satisfied when we've achieved. But as someone who has achieved, I'll tell you that this is just false. When I look at pictures of my eager, younger self, I'm amazed at the fact that I didn't really understand how well I was doing. When I speak with people I know who are in the 98th percentile of physical achievers, I'm amazed that they do not understand how wildly amazing they look or how incredibly strong they are. Health and fitness is an amazing part of life, but I will say right now that if you wait for the achievement before you feel amazing about yourself, you will miss opportunity after opportunity to have the amazing experiences that you want. The experiences that you think the body is going to bring you. Those experiences pass you by when you withhold satisfaction until after achievement. When you can just feel great in the present moment, you will feel great about your fitness journey, and the timing will not be relevant. All that will matter is the present moment and the joyful thing that you are doing in the present moment. Embrace self-love by appreciating who you are right now. That's how you get the health and fitness goals on your top priority list. Sending good vibes.